Gonna be starting off already at the smart picks and bans. Hindi natin papatagalin pa dahil for sure, init na ang parehong team. Imperial Esports want to go for that match point already and Endgame. Still, buhay na buhay pa ang dugo para kuhain ang reverse sweep. But respeto muna, no tulad daw ang ibibigay dito, sabi ng Endgame.
Yeah, respeto talaga sa Aya. I mean, remove that hero. Hindi yan pwede ma-pick na ng kahit parang sino.
Konti na lang permaban na siya dito sa ating tournament, diba?
Well, it's a well-deserved permaban. Kasi talagang hindi yan pwede ma-pick or mahayaan na available. So, it usually is kind of like a hassle ban kasi imbes sa 4 yung mababan mo, magiging 3 na lang kasi kailangan mo i-ban talaga yung Aya. And on the other bans here, Lorian, Tolen, taken away here by both teams. I think one of the choices here of Imperial Esports is, well, they still can go with something like an Elsu, but so far hindi pa natin nakikita in all throughout the tournament. I think people have been a little bit hesitant on that kind of pick.
Baka meron silang, hindi, pwede rin kasing sa mga hero pool nila, no, hindi rin sanay or sa gusto nilang draft na buuin is hindi bagay, kumbaga. But yun na nga, they don't want to give that zip na alam natin na favorite din naman ni Sophia Nicole. No zip for you, pare ko, sabi dito ng Endgame. And now, crucial na lang para alamin dito kung ano pa yung mga ibang ipipick na heroes ng ating mga manlalaro. So, for the side of Imperial, nakuha na nila yung Malok, Birak, Hayate, Chi, Florentino, Daniel, Data, Hayate, and Creek na anong tayo pang open. But yun nga lang, no more Tulen. More on respect ban na ang ginawa ng Endgame sa kanila dito. But Tachi, there you go, is gonna be in here onto the hands of Imperial.
Tachi, a strong frontline, also a kind of pseudo tank here for Imperial Esports that can threaten the backline. They had a fantastic performance with this particular hero against Encore Esports, but Talanas might actually be the one to shred out those tanks. Kailangan nila ng fantastic support here. Maybe a Pai na para at least okay yung sustain sa kanya. Even Alice or Annette, pero depende yun sa playstyle na gugustuhin nila. They can also go with just a frontline lumbar since it's available to take na nila agad ito.
Yes, and actually yun yung tinitignan ko na pwede rin i-pick pa sana nitong si Sophia Nicole sa Imperial Esports, no? But inunahan na sila ng Team Endgame. And, oh, wait, hindi ba nagamit na ng Endgame tong lumbar kanina sa ating first game?
The what?
Yeah, the lumbar one. I think nagamit na nila.
Well, Team Endgame hasn't picked up
Yeah, I do believe because it's in here in our notes. So let's just wait for our league operations on what to do on that one. But so far, Kira as well as itong, or may reset ba tayo? I'm not so sure. But yeah, this is specified na kasi, no, right? Violet and Kira in terms of late game damage, lahat sila dito mag-spike definitely onto the mid to late game once they get the itemizations that they need.
I think well, the zip double marksman composition here for Team Endgame. Let's check if you think is correct. But I think well, Imperial Esports has used lumbar. Yung nakakatakot lang dito kapag yung Kira malakas talaga yung Kira, especially in obliterating frontline and backline compositions. So well, let's see here in this game if it's gonna be popping off. And yeah, lumbar hasn't been used yet by Team Endgame, and it is available for the taking. Ito yung support na kailangan nila para ma-sustain yung double marksman. They can add one more, but they don't have a mage just yet.
Yeah, wala pang mage, but makikita natin dito in terms of late game na gusto makipagsabayan ng endgame sa gusto nilang magawa up against the composition of Imperial Esports. They've got the Slims in here and the Talanas, but pareho to na single target damage dealers. So, that's just the only thing that I worry about, especially if sila yung unang na-delete sa mapa. Parang this gives me flashback sa mga nangyari kagabi kung saan na okay, basta wala na dito yung dalawang damage dealer nyo, yatarp na kayo. So I hope hindi ganun yung mangyari dito sa Telanas as well as sa Slims. But of course, given the protection or capacity nitong si Lumber sa kanyang mga engages and protect, kaya rin naman. And of course, si Slims most especially, kaya niya mag-survive as an individual.
Yeah, ito yung maganda kasi 'di ba, yun nga double marksman tapos may tank na sila. Dagdagan mo ng Taara, sobrang ganda na ng frontline composition nila. So much sustain and also split push potential online para sa kanila. It's hard to kill a Taara. Tutuloy-tuloy lang yan sa pang-epal sa isang lane, but they have to be really careful on team fights though kasi early game, Imperial Esports are gonna be looking for picks for sure. They're gonna be looking for picks, looking to shut down the Telanas and the Slims. And that's the scary thing about Imperial Esports. They know how to execute these kinds of compositions. They know how to find weaknesses on the compositions of their enemy team. And when they do, it's hard to actually prevent them from doing so.
This is gonna be a double marksman, it seems, para sa side ng Imperial Esports. Potentially, either of these two marksman, lalagay nila sa mid. Then maybe the Varus onto the jungle and Tachi onto the side. No, Kira on the jungle. So it's kind of confusing. Or maybe itong si Varus sa support din. So, it's just a little bit confusing on how they would want to put out on this lineout. It's kind of experimental, if I would say. But Raz in here, is this the first time? Yes, it is the first time that Raz is gonna get picked in here. Sana may skin, Sana may skin so that we can see as well.
Yeah, sana may skin. On the Raz, I like the One Punch Man.
Yes, hopefully yun yung gamitin niya.
Yeah, I wanna see that for sure. Nakakatawa kasi talaga yon, but going back in the series, in this game, I am kind of liking the composition here of Team Endgame once again. Maybe they can pull off. Yung maganda dito sa Raz kasi, sobrang nakikipagbalagbagan to. Suntukan malala talaga ito, especially with the power surge. Pwede nang gamitin pang poke. If he wins the lane, he can actually gank. Pwede siya makipagsabayan sa mga small skirmishes sa gustong gawin dito ng Imperial Esports. Ang hirap lang kasi syempre, yung mga ibang heroes sa gamit dito ng Team Endgame, hindi makakasabay gaano. The Telanas, maybe the Slims sa Flying Spear. Lumbar at least kaya, pero Taara, medyo hirap yan sa early game. Mag-scale lang yan ng onte pa. Subukan niya magpakunat, ganyan. Subukan niya mag-level up. But on the side of Imperial Esports, babalagbag yan. Knowing how they play, knowing how they perform over the past 2 games, they're gonna be looking somehow, some way to establish good early game control.
Yes, that is so true. And yung binanggit mo kanina dito na yung Raz, siguro kung sino man yung kakawawain niya dun sa mid lane, ewan ko na lang, no? Siguro it's gonna be much safer kung not really Telanas. Definitely Telanas gonna be in a bad spot kung kaharap niya dito si Raz, but then again, I think it's best to just tower hug kung ito yung kaharap mo. Kasi pwede kang rising uppercut dyan, susurpresahin ka na lang dito ng power surge. So you do not want to be in that position na ikaw yung talagang matutulak-tulak din dito ni Raz. So yes, I think we just have to find out, especially medyo tricky yung naging composition or yung draft dito ng Team Imperial Esports. So I don't know sino yung pupunta sa ganitong lane, pang saikuhan eh.
Well, most probably, Joker's gonna be, sa may Abyssal Dragon lane, while Tachi, I think Kira is gonna go on the jungle probably, but sometimes, ito yung maganda kasi sa mga flex picks eh. Pwede nga palitan nila yan, but actually, in this case, down 9, Kira is gonna be on the jungle, while Sophia Nicole is gonna be in the mid lane, but of course, as always, this is AoV, laging nag-group up yung mga tao. After they clear a wave, lipat na agad. So, it's really, kumbaga, everyone's roaming.
And ayun na nga, sorry, si Telanas pala yung nasa side din ng Team Endgame, no? So, yes, it's a good decision na ang nilagay pala nila dito yata is si Violet sa mid. And now, they got the position into the Spirit Sentinel na makontest nga yung area na yan. Ang ganda ng ikot dito ng Imperial Esports.
Yeah, Imperial Esports, this is how they play. Very efficient, very smooth overall. trying to mess with the scaling here of Team Endgame as Sophia Nicole successfully has interrupted those farming of Dina, while Ultra Zay is actually getting some free hits under the tower. This is something that Imperial Esports should try to prevent, but due to the range advantage of Ultra Zay, medyo mahirap ito gawin. Paspawn na dito in a short while yung Abyssal Dragon at you know they're already gauging each other. A dive comes through here into in Zane and it gets taken down. First blood by Imperial Esports and they're looking for more even. An invade onto the blue buff but Dina still manages to secure it and backs away successfully.
Oh no nga naman talaga dito. Pero teka lang, may bakbakan na nangyayari dito, Giyang Gaming.
Yeah, Ultra Zay trying to free hit. They have successfully gotten the kill onto a Pathfinder. They're looking to disengage. Quack, missing that power surge, but since the objective has already spawned, Imperial Esports are forced to engage. But Sophia Nicole might have overstepped his boundaries. Gets taken down in the process, and that will pave a way for Team Endgame to even secure this Abyssal Dragon.
So yun na nga no, medyo sumobra. Pwede ba natin sabihan dito si Sophia Nicole na hindi na Thane ang gamit mo, hindi na Lumber ang gamit mo, hindi kasi Senyel ngayon. Medyo kailangan pa dito ng karagdagang item. Hindi pa nakakabuo itong si Tachi, Sophia Nicole ng kanyang at least 1 or 2 items. And also kaya naman hindi siya pwede talaga mag-engage basta-basta na lamang doon sa maraming players doon sa side ng Team Endgame. And most especially that will give the power spike na dapat nilang iwasan later on. Especially we're talking about the Sleeves and Del Anas.
Yeah, it's a fascinating performance being shown here by both teams, and Imperial Esports looking to equalize the amount of objectives Team Endgame are getting. Susubukan nila dito i-secure yung Dark Slayer, pero medyo mahirap kasi nagmamamaw dito si Quack. Napaka-liksi din yan kahit papaano, especially with the amount of engagement it does have. Here comes it. Ultra Zay getting the amount of range to free hit from the back line, and dito medyo nahihirapan Imperial Esports. They have to find a way, but they do have that security on the gold. Lamang sila ng onte, 1,000 to be a little bit exact, as they do try to secure this Dark Slayer. It's gonna be contested here by Insane, but he is a little bit late. So okay na okay ito para sa Imperial Esports.
Pero hindi rin naman siya makaka-kill doon or makaka-steal. Medyo, alam mo yung sobrang 50-50. Again, maybe he will be able to steal it, but for what? The cost of his life, diba? So parang wala na, balance lang din, and bibigyan pa ng power spike individually yung bawat player. So sakaling yun. For the meantime, here go again with the invade coming from the side of Imperial Esports.
Imperial Esports gonna be collapsed upon here. Sophia Nicole is already dead and they don't have any trade. Pathfinder is very low though, so that is something to take note of, as Insane is starting to be really insanely tanky in this game as he almost gets a kill onto Crosscore, irritating the members of Imperial Esports. And ngayon, napapantayin na dito na Team Endgame yung kill score, kill count, but the gold is still a little bit in favor of Imperial Esports. Let's give them that. Pero this is already a good sign by Team Endgame. As they scale up, they become much more harder to actually take down.
That is so true. Meantime, tignan natin dito yung ganap sa taas ng mapa. Nakapwesto na ang Team Endgame to secure the Sentinel, but I think, 2v2 ang sitwasyon natin dito. Di naligo, super low in HP. Huwag ka na bumalik! The Flying Spear is there. But no, tamang ano lang. Parang ikililiti lang muna ng bahagya. Pero sobrang delikado na.
Crosscore is even there to try and guess where Dina is located, pero hindi siya makakuha ng kill. Almost gets killed actually in the process. Sophia Nicole is just here in the mid lane trying to 2v1 Pathfinder and Ultra Zay, pero medyo mahirap yun since makunat nga naman talaga ang isang Lumbar. And with the Abyssal Dragons spawning up already, medyo mahirap i-take down. But down 9, spots out. Ultra Zay, one more hit. Kaso nagkulang siya ng onting damage. Has to actually fall back and even successfully defended this tower for a little bit of a longer time, while Team Endgame are grouping up here at Vault. One more auto attack, Crosscore secures it, and Team Endgame will have to fall back. This Abyssal Dragon is gonna be started here by Imperial Esports. Medyo delikado lang kasi pupunta din dito yung Team Endgame. Can they actually prevent that steal? The answer is yes. Trustcore secures it and they will even get the kill onto Insane.
Ito yung bagay na dapat tandaan. Papasok ka lamang kung may way kang lumabas. So apparently, for Insane doon, wala siyang available na flicker. Pumasok lang siya. And we know there's like 3 or 4 members from the side of Imperial Esports, so that's quite unfortunate. But for the meantime, there goes the fight again. But no, Mamba out. Flying Spear has been connected. Hindi natin po naman yung resulta ng laban na ito.
Yeah, Pinnacle is very tanky. He's gonna be able to fall back successfully. Imperial Esports being very tricky here, getting 2 towers for free. No contest this time on defending that top lane tier 1 tower. They can actually transition in the mid lane or might even go for the Dark Slayer, but in 55 seconds, things are gonna be switching up to Holy Dragon and Infinite Slayer. So, medyo mahirap na yung ganito. Kailangan talaga mas ayusin pa dito ng Imperial Esports and Team Endgame because every contest will mean something. Every kill will count. And this time, Pathfinder might actually get taken down after missing an engage. But luckily, he is very tanky, so he survives.
Tamang tower hug muna talaga dito. Tamang farm lang muna ang Team Endgame kasi wala talaga silang magagawa ngayon. Mukhang dinala rin ng Imperial Esports yung natira nilang tore sa Game 1, sa Game 2 at binuo nila dito dahil again wala pang nababagsak na tore. Insane, delikado ang lagay ulit ngayon, but no, this is the Ara we're talking about, so he'll be safe.
Yeah, he's quite tanky. Tapos may regen yan kapag ginamit yung kanyang ultimate, but so far hindi pa na ginagamit. They're trying to defend mid lane. This is the best thing that Team Endgame can do, but as of the moment, Imperial Esports are going to be upping their game by taking this Infinite Slayer. Might even be the Holy Dragon, as they do want to scale up even better. Pinnacle engages onto 3, is relatively tanky, but won't be able to secure anything at all. Razzo with a combo! And down and did not expect that. He knocked that was insane. And even if they have spawned up the Infinite Slayer, it's not going to be able to allow them to push any further than the tier 1 tower in mid end game. With a fantastic Raz player here. 2-0-1 on the scoreboard despite the struggle that Team Endgame is having.
Yes, for sure. Baka kwek-kwek yan. But eto na nga yung sinasabi natin dito. Fast clearing din kasi itong si Ultra Se on his Talanas as well as itong si Dinaligo on his sleeve. So kaya naman, pag hindi talaga nakakuha ng pick-off muna ang Imperial Esports, medyo mahihirapan silang mag-push. We're talking about the late game capacity na kasi ng isang Talanas as well as ng isang sleeve. So they have to find the flip coin can still possibly happen just like what happened a while ago.
Yeah, grabe talaga dito yung yung pinapakita ng parehong team nito. It's 2k gold lead but not really that much. Team Endgame can still scale up pretty hard. So Imperial Esports are giving their respective respects here as the Holy Dragon is being started here by Team Endgame. They're gonna be contesting mid. Mahirap ito kasi pag nasetan sila, napakasakit ang damage sila. But now, Pathfinder gets obliterated! And that was a little bit unexpected here by Team Endgame, knowing that he's one of the tankiest member aside from Insane. And because of that, they can't actually that much contest this Holy Dragon. And nasa taas pa si Insane. So sino na ngayon magde-defend dito? They go in once again. Sophia Nicole with a huge damage, but down now with a flank! And even if Sophia Nicole falls down, okay lang sa kanila kasi nakuha naman na si Dana and also they will get this Holy Dragon.
Napakagandang backupan at sagutan at hindi pa nga tapos dahil si Tora din makakakuha ng kill up against Insane. Pero maganda yung ginagawa ni Kwek dito. 3-0-1 pa rin siya, di ba? Wala pa rin death. Even the Telanas actually commendable. It just simply means that they have been positioning themselves very well. But yun nga lang, may kakulangan dito kasi matindi rin naman yung mga flankangan nitong si On Down 9. Just like now, susunod dito sa ilalim ng Tore and that's just it. Yata.
Yatar talaga. Imperial Esports making sure they get something out of anything. Talaga yung efficiency nila na maintain pa nila kahit parang that was a nice untargetable state brought by down 9 and muntik pa nga mamatay doon si Kwek. So an almost outplay rather, as they are pathing towards the Dark Slayer right now, the Infinite Slayer rather. And pwede nila i-take ito. Walang makapag-contest for now kasi Team Endgame, they're busy defending mid, top, and bottom lane. And it's hard for them to contest objective kasi alam nila na pwede na ma-burst down si Pathfinder. Look at the damage coming from Crosscore! Instant demolition on Kwek. And even Dana has taken down, was taken down by Tora. And dito, 3 members alive, Infinite Slayer down. They're gonna be pushing in the mid lane or make that all the lane since andun naman yung Vera sa may bottom lane with Tora leading back of the waves. And look at top lane getting demolished, one tower at a time, while Crosscore will spawn this Infinite Slayer in the mid lane to try and break down the base wide open of Team Endgame. There's nothing that they can do. They're going to be losing this inhibitor tower, might even lose some members in the process as they do desperately try to defend their base as Sophia Nicole takes out the tower. They have taken out 2 members as well, but can Kwek make the plays? The answer is not. He falls down, and Team Endgame falls down, kneeling down to Imperial Esports as they take them down 3-0.
Congratulations! Napakatinding labanan niyon. Grabe, ang init ng tactical fire dito.